front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Alabama will get the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Howard. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Miller with the ball. Bulls his way forward. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. It's fourth down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama!
They decided to go for it on fourth down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on fourth down, it's a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it.
That's a live ball. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Howard. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 fourth-down attempts already. Can they change their luck? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let it go. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback extends the play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. To the air, it's Howard. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to get to him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Fourth down, and the clock continues to dwindle away. They get right to the line of scrimmage. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
He'll set up to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Go straight ahead. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket. Complete downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nothing but green ahead. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open, he makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll try to do it himself. At the 45, on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Howard. The sweet feet buy a little time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Offense lining up quickly.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he
throws toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! So sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they
fires deep toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Got his man on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. He's looking for an open man on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown Tide!
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And that's a live ball.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell.
Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
Alabama, number 81, with the catch in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. Should have ran a better route.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14.
That makes the score Alabama 35, Ohio State 14.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. To the air, it's Milroe. Extending the play. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 5 in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside his own 50. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to the air one more time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half, and starting off the second.
Oh, look out, there he goes. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Snagged on the outside, it's Henderson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? The Tide will get the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Now from inside the red zone. Now he's going to break the pocket. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Alabama quickly back to the line. They want to throw it. Buys a little time. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another.
Oh, it's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
You know, these running backs had to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
The ball's free. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear-end chewing.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great